getting deactivated from Instacart. Times have been tough. I figured I have nothing to lose and nothing better to do, so I decided to play the guitar in Miami Beach in front of hundreds of people because I had nothing to lose or anything better to do. So me playing guitar on the streets really isn't anything new. I've been doing it in Cincinnati a couple years ago, and then I did it in San Diego, Los Angeles, and one time in San Francisco. No, I wasn't able to do it in San Francisco because I didn't put the cable into the right part of the amplifier, and I heard it was a very controlling city where they had a law and a fine for just about anything. So I didn't take any chances there. And then I did it in Denver, and then I tried here. Like literally 150 people, which could look like hundreds in one area. I mainly did it to get rid of stage fright. I didn't do it for money, I didn't do it for attention, I did it to get rid of stage fright. Literally, you're in a sidewalk on Ocean Drive, and there are just crowds of people left to right. Like I'd say probably 150 people in one area, which could look like hundreds or 1,000. And it took a bit of time to get over that stage fright. You know, when I first started out, I wasn't really playing with confidence or rhythm. It took about maybe an hour and a half my first night to get the hang of it. But then I started getting repetitive because I was trying to get rid of stage fright. But then the Friday night when I played, some dude was like, kind of motivated. He's like, "You ain't playing shit." And I was like, "Okay, I'll do better." I found that people really like to hear this one. This one's a bit challenging because you have to spread out your pinky. I don't know if you can see it, but I can see it. So people like this one. Hip-hop and R&B is what the highest demand is, and that's really not my thing, so I could play my own thing. But when I played that, a bunch of people like to come around me, record their phones, and pretend they're writing their own music about mostly stuff how they're in gangs and going to jail or getting shot or gangbanged, and just stuff I really don't like to hear. But I mean, really, I was kind of focused on just what I want to do, just because there's hundreds of people I'm trying to get rid of stage fright. But this was their favorite, and because I didn't want to be repetitive, I wanted to change it up. It gets really challenging, mainly because these strings are really old, and from when I was sweating a lot. In fact, there's a lot of rust right here. You probably can't see it from here, but the strings on the bottom here and the brackets that hold the strings in are rusted from when I was sweating and popping the guitar. You know, stuff like that. So all that rust is from me sweating from stage fright and the humidity at the same time. So you know, after I end it from there, I go like this. Don't really listen to and they zone out, but when I play this again, literally that's like all I play and everybody likes that part. This one kind of got most people's attention, where I play like Pink Floyd. It's just old stuff I played a couple years ago. so long. Literally just that. I get comments saying that it sounds like Pink Floyd all the time, which I take as a compliment. Sometimes I like to do this. It doesn't really get their attention when I do this. That like wows everybody, like holy shit, you know? And then really, it's really simple. It's just at first it gets a while to get the hang of it. Once you do, you can go pretty fast at it. Just try not to overthink it. Getting the rhythm going and having fun with it, a bunch of security guards told me that it was city property and that I had to leave the premises. And they literally stood there until I packed everything up and left, which sucked because I was making a good amount of money. I had messaged some of my friends in New England and they were all like, I bet it was a fake security guard probably getting annoyed with your music and told you to leave, because I remember when I first played there would be cops in the ATVs riding around and even the cop cars just to avoid the crowds in one area. And I remember 3 of them being ATVs with their lights on, and they would drive right past me while I'm playing and just ignore me, like literally. The police come by, they drive right past me while I'm playing and they don't say jack shit. And that's when I thought it was okay to play, because if cops don't say jack shit, but a random security guard does, it kind of makes me think, like, was that an actual security guard, or was that just someone who gave too much of a shit about his job? I don't really know. Like, I did research on Google, there's no law discussing it, but I feel like going back and asking a real cop about what to do and say, because, again, cops in ATVs, riding around even after 2 a.m., don't say a word. I would figure that out.